Okay, Grandmama, what are you doing now?
8-piece pepperoni. I swallowed wrong, y'all.
This looks a little Italian to me.
Okay, this morning we are going to make a low carb crustless, crustless, crustless pizza supreme casserole. Roy and I love pizza, but we don't like the gluten and we don't like the carbs or the calories from the crust. So, I'm going to make it without any bread at all. This is some homemade, it's really not pizza sauce, it's more like it's some tomatoes that I canned with basil, garlic, and oregano in it. And so I thickened it just a little bit. I cooked it down to thicken it a little bit. And that's what I'm going to use as my pizza sauce. So, and back here, I have got some ground beef browning. And I am going to add some pepper to it, some salt. This is just to your taste now. Salt, a little bit of garlic. But now my pizza sauce has a good bit of garlic in it. And just a little bit of onion powder. Probably 1/4 teaspoon of each. Because my pizza sauce I seasoned it really well. So, we are going to use, and I call it supreme. You can make this any way you want it. I'm putting black olives. I'm putting some peppers that I froze out of the garden. I've got some mushrooms, pepperoni, onions, and I got about 3 or 4 different kinds of cheese. So, that's the reason it's supreme. But if you're not going to have a crust, you need a little bit more extra cheese. So it'll be really, really good.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's going to be delicious. All right. And I've got my oven set on 375 degrees. I was watching something the other night, and a recipe similar to this popped up. It was, the girl was doing a pizza with no crust, but I just took that one and I made it my own. And yes, my pizza sauce has seeds in it because Roy and I don't mind seeds, and it's my own homemade. And if you want to strain it and if you want to make your own, strain it, get those seeds out, that's up to you, but we don't mind seeds. Matter of fact, we like seeds. So, alright. My ground beef is brown. Now I have got to, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use all this ground beef. And if you want to make this and you want to cook your onions in with your ground beef, that is perfectly fine. I just wanted to put mine in raw because my peppers are going in raw. Everything is going in raw. And these are canned mushrooms. But if you want to use fresh mushrooms, just cut them up, just slice them up and just put them on fresh. You don't have to use the canned ones. You can use fresh ones. But I would not cook them, well, unless you want to. If you want to soften them up a little bit by sauteing them, that's fine. But if you don't, then I just put them in raw. Because when you get them on a pizza, they're pretty much raw. They're just, ever how long the pizza cooks is how long those mushrooms cook. All right. So I'm putting a little bit of, about half of my pizza sauce in there. And I'm going in with some Italian style. Now most of this, I shredded my own cheddar, but most of it is pre-shredded. So I'm going in with some Italian cheese, a little bit, right there. Then I'm going to put a little bit of mozzarella on this. This is going to be in layers now. Okay. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of my ground beef Now, it's not going to be full of meat because when you get a pizza, even on a meat lovers, you don't get a whole bunch. All right, that's ground beef. I'm going to put a few of my peppers, just scatter them around like you would on a pizza. This is really easy and quick, y'all. Put a few of my mushrooms. Just a few. Few onions. Just kind of scatter them about. Put as many as you like. We like onions. All right, now I'm going to put, and I just took my pepperonis and I cut them in like quarters. But you can leave them whole. You can leave them half. Just ever how you want to do it. And I'm not going to just put a whole bunch. That's up to you. Okay, now I'm going to put a little bit more pizza sauce down. I may not use all of this because I don't want it real saucy. Okay, I think that's enough. Now, I am going to add a little bit more cheese. I'm going to add a little cheddar cheese this time. Just sprinkle a little. You're not putting a whole bunch at each time, maybe a half cup. Okay. Now, I'm going to put a little bit more of my Italian down. Okay. Now, I'm going to put a little of my meat. Not a whole bunch. I'll use this for something else. All right. Now, I'll put a few peppers. Just scatter them around. Now, this is your pizza. You make it the way you want it. A few mushrooms. I'm not fond of mushrooms, so I'm not going to overload it with mushrooms. Onions. Black olives. Just a few. Of course, I love black olives, but all right. Now, kind of work it out. Pepperonis. I'm going to put a few pepperoni down now. I'm going to cover it with cheese and just put a few pepperonis on top because we love pepperoni. Okay. Now I'm going to put the rest of my cheddar cheese. This looks good. We love pizza, y'all. Now I'm going to put a little bit of Parmesan cheese because you want Parmesan cheese on your pizza. Not a whole bunch. That might be a third of a cup. Now I'm going to put a little mozzarella because mozzarella melts real good. Use whatever cheese you want to use. These are just the ones that I wanted to use today. Okay. Now, we're going to put pepperoni on top of that. And as this cheese melts, I'm hoping that pepperoni is just going to melt down in that cheese. Now, this is called Crustless Pizza Supreme Casserole. We love pepperoni, y'all, so I'm just going to put all that I had cut up on top. My oven is set for 375 degrees, and everything in it is cooked except my onions. So I'm going to let it cook probably 25 minutes until all my cheese is melted and my onions get done. So we'll see y'all back in probably 25 or 30 minutes. Ooh, y'all, this is hot. hot, hot. Let me get this right here, baby. This cooked 30 minutes because the cheese wasn't quite as brown as I wanted it. But I want y'all to look at this. Look at that. Now I've been letting it cool about 15 minutes. So Roy's fixing to taste and burn his mouth.
Oh, I look good in my hoodie and my shaded glasses.
Well, his glasses turn when he goes outside, and it takes him a little while when he comes back in.
I just thought it was handsome.
And y'all know he's been picking up nuts. So, whoo, this cheese. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at that. Oh, wow. Y'all see that steam? Look at that. Crustless Pizza Supreme Casserole. All right, baby. You want me to burn my mouth first?
I want you to burn your mouth first.
Oh, it's hot in my hand.
Exactly what were you expecting? It ain't so bad. Pizza-luya.
Y'all, this is so good.
This is good. A little Parmesan cheese and what?
Oregano. If you want a little bit more Italian seasoning, sprinkle a little oregano, a little Parmesan cheese on it. But I had so much.
I will.
Yeah, Roy will. But my pizza sauce was really spicy with that. So
this be good.
This is delicious. Put a salad with this. Now you got a meal.
My brother was a district manager for Pizza Hut years ago. And he told us mix Parmesan cheese and oregano.
The powdered Parmesan and oregano. And just
always sprinkle it over the top to give it that extra flavor.
Yeah, and I may do this, but anyway.
This is good, darling.
Food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. Put deliciousness back in good food. And this is low carb. No gluten, no sugar, low carb. So subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell, share this video, and y'all make this. Now on a cold day, this is comforting. This is comfort food right here. Love y'all. See you next time.